Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. So as you can see today, I am not alone. Well, I'm not with T, my usual partner in crime. I'm with my sister Lou.
Ta-da!
Yummy mommy. So today I asked her, would you like to be on our Goal Chat Saturday? And she said yes. So today we're talking all things marriage. So I've been married for 7 years. How long have you been married?
I've been married for 9 years, but this is
Going
our
on
10th
10. This
year.
is my 7th year.
It's like a decade.
Oh, and by the way, this is my sister. Actually, I didn't even say that. She's my older sister. She's been married for 10 years. Share just a little bit about marriage, maybe a little bit about kids, or maybe not. We'll
and
see.
juggling it all, and trying to be yummy and trying to be your mommy.
Yeah. So I've been married 7 years, right, this year, and married to my sweetheart Luvuyo. We met in church actually, but anyways, that's a story for another day. And so we got married in 2013, and it has been quite a ride. I mean, it has its ups, it has its down, but I can tell you now that 80% of the time I feel like I'm a happy person.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that in my marriage.
Yeah.
And you can just give us a little bit background.
Me.
Yeah.
So I've been married for 9 years, and I think we've been together with my husband for about 15 years. Look, I also met my husband in church. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord. We were young and we were crazy in love, and we decided that we wanted to try this thing out. We tried it and we became friends, and from being friends, best friends, and we decided that let's
make it official.
If you want to put it
yeah. 9 years later, 3 kids. And so what's the one thing that you think is a misconception when it comes to marriage?
I think when it comes to marriage is that the one misconception is that you won't change.
Okay.
You won't change.
I
mean, you grow up I got married young, so obviously I had to change, and I think the one misconception is that things will always remain the same. You'll be the same person that you were 9 years ago. I am a completely different person.
Absolutely.
So I think that's the one misconception that the biggest misconception in terms of by people, that things will stay the same, or that your husband, I'm married 9 years. He's completely changed in a good way. In a good way, and
and I think as well expectations. Expecting that things will be better when you get married. So it's almost like you're saying the minute you cross over the line, you've defeated anything and everything, of which that is not true. And just to add on what you said about growing together, I said this to my husband a few years ago as well, that when he brings a book at home and he starts reading it, whether it's on religion, on life, anything, I want to know, what are you reading? Because the minute you change, we grow, but we grow like this. So it's almost like we live in the same house, we are married, and that's just about it, but we're going different ways. So whatever it is that's happening in your life, I need to know. Tell me, let me read that book. I'll give you my book.
That's very
This
important.
is the information I've come across. Let's talk about it. Pillow talks change from being, oh, I love you so much, oh, you're so cute, oh, this and that.
I've never actually looked at it that way.
It changes completely. It's politics. It's the economy. It's it's a lot of things. The universe. I remember when we started discovering things about the universe and about Jesus and about, you know, all of those things. We uncovered and unraveled all of those things together, and I think that's so important. And I think that that's really the one thing that will keep you guys together, because you are almost on the same page without even knowing. You know what I mean?
No, that's very true. I've never actually looked at it that way.
Yeah.
I think I've taken it for granted because in my case with Nanosia, we've just I wouldn't even ask. Whatever book he's reading, I'll probably, grab it later. Type of a situation. But I think it's a good thing if you have that mentality, and it's conscious.
Yes,
it's a conscious
yes.
decision.
I was gonna say with you guys, it was happening naturally and organically, as it should. But also, when you are conscious about it, it's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. You know.
Yeah.
And so another question that I have is, what was I gonna ask you? Actually, I was gonna ask you this, right? About marriage as well. What is the one thing that you really appreciate about your partnership and being married?
I think there's a lot of things. It's so difficult to just answer one thing.
To choose one.
Yes, to choose one. But I think for me, the one thing I appreciate about the partnership I have with my husband is that we want to see each other succeed.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
We both like, what are you doing now? What can I do to help? What are you interested in? Oh, okay. Even if it's something that he completely, it's completely foreign to him, or he has no idea, but that thing that makes him want to see me succeed is very important.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, the one thing I really love about marriage is that you've got two people who are gunning for the same thing, and it just fast tracks the process of you getting that. Sure. Because it's times two everything. It's times two the want, it's times two the desire, it's times two the work that you put in behind as well. It's two people that are putting in the work to get that one thing. So I think it just makes it so much more beautiful. And when you have that partner that pushes you and you push each other to get those things, it just makes it, it's sweeter, you know. There's nothing more beautiful than when you see two people that really love each other, and they're just trying this life thing out, and they are achieving things along the way. So that's the one thing I really, really appreciate about marriage, is that partner that you have, and when you have plans together, and
and you want to see them
come to light. Absolutely. And what's the one, not one, you can let me know. It's more. The one time that you feel like it was the roughest time. Time of your life.
So they say the seventh year. I know you are in the seventh year, so I don't want to make assumptions about you. But they say the seventh year is the hardest. I think for me, that was the hardest year of my life.
Okay.
Just my life, also my marriage. We were both going through a lot. This is the year before we even relocated to Cape Town. And I think it's also that year where you've grown and you feel like you found your place in marriage. Because there's that stage where, okay, I'm married, it's exciting. And then the next phase for me, the next phase would be, I'm trying to make my husband happy. I'm going to cook for him. I'm going to do this. And the third phase, then what are we interested in? What are we doing? What are our values? But for me, the seventh year was a rebirth of Ululwando, where I was sure of what I wanted, and I felt like I could assert myself without being apologetic. And I think we clashed a lot because of that. We clashed a lot because I think I didn't know how to assert myself in a positive way when I hadn't before. So I was asserting myself, but I think there is a difference between being able to just assert yourself or asserting yourself in a positive way that the other person can receive. And we had grown our family as well. Moving from one child to two kids is really difficult.
True.
It was Lisa was easy. So there were quite a lot of changes that were happening in our lives together, individually as well. So I think, so that's the roughest patch where, you feel like you're growing. I suppose it's birthing pains, because when you're birthing something new, it will
you will have the labor pains.
Exactly.
It won't be as easy as you would like it to be. Well, for me, I don't know if there's a specific year where I went through the most, except for I don't know if
I think
there's
it can
year.
be instances. It doesn't have to be a specific year, but I think for me, I can think back to that year.
I don't think, for me, so definitely there's not like a specific year. But the one thing that I felt in my marriage was almost like, when you feel like you are supportive of your partner 120%, but at the same time you feel like you're also losing yourself, because my partner is very innovative. He today is talking this, tomorrow is talking that when it comes to business. So I think at some point I felt like I was losing myself, because we were so much concentrated on trying to get his business up and running, his idea up and running, all of these things. And bit by bit, I'm forgetting my wishes, my dreams, what I want to do. And I could see as well that he would get frustrated, because it's like, this is not the person I married. I married somebody that is ambitious. I married, I remember when I started to do the talks about business, he was so happy, and he was like, this is for you, this is you, it makes me so happy to see you do these things. So I think it's very important that as much as you're supportive of your partner, never forget your own desires and your own dreams. Make your dreams our dreams. His dreams have become your dreams. So your dreams had better be his dreams as well. You know what I mean? It had better be something that you both talk about and you try and you achieve together. So that's the one thing I had to balance. I had to make sure that I don't lose myself, as much as I'm supportive, as much as I love my husband, but also I do not lose myself in that whole thing.
True. That's very true. So I think my question is, what is the one thing you would, tell someone who's about to get married?
Oh my gosh. This is the one thing I'll tell you. Do not live on borrowed experiences. Do not listen to my experiences. Do not listen to Lou's experiences. Do your own thing with your partner. Whatever that has been working for you and your partner, continue doing that. Grow together. You will make mistakes. You will feel sometimes like, what did I get myself into? But sometimes you'll be like, damn, I made a good decision. You know what I mean? So do not, Mama Badala will come and tell you, they will come and tell you this and that. Pick and choose what you think is going to work for you. Do you create your experiences? And the one thing that I think is so important, create memories together. So last thought, I think that it is so imperative and so important that we never take for granted what it is to have a union and to raise kids in that union. So this segment was not really about anything, but it was just to say that it is beautiful having somebody or a partner to celebrate life with, to create life with, to create this beautiful creature that you will have, which is your kids. We must never take for granted what it is for a child to grow up in a family where there's a mother and a father, in a loving home where both you are accountable to two people, your mother and your father. So this is to just say to Black couples, keep doing a great job, and we see you to lasting marriages, to Black love, to lasting marriages, to creating more kids, to, you know, living until we're old and gray where we get to see our great grandchildren. I'm so happy we got to do this, actually. I didn't know it was going to be this sentimental because we didn't plan anything.
Yeah, it's
it was literally
Girl
just
Friday.
Yeah. And your last thoughts, ma'am?
Ooh, I think you've said a mouthful.
Or did I?
Yes. I think for me, you know, just do it. Go for it. If you find someone that you love, go for it. Grow up together. You know, do what needs to be done and get the pots, mister. I think you've said everything, though.
Yeah, and in light of everything, I think with everything that is said about marriage, right? Especially on social media, especially now, I don't know why, so negative, and we're not saying it's always going to be all rosy, but
you can be happy.
You can be happy, absolutely. It's almost like when you're saying you're happy, it's like,
it's a lie.
Like you're lying. It's almost like,
no, that's very true.
You know,
it's very sad when I actually hear that.
Yes, because, I mean, there's things people say.
Yeah, because you know, we are so happy. I'm like,
what do you mean?
Exactly. Are we pretending? Is this? Am I living a life that's not mine? But it's very important to, if you're happy, be happy.
Yes, and it's not just us. I've seen people where they are genuine and they're so happy together. I'm not saying they're gonna last 100 years, but it can happen that you find a partner that makes you happy and you are just happily married.
Yeah.
So cheers to happy marriages, lasting marriages, black families, man.
Cheers to black love.